why abundant life? My answer to that question would be, why not abundant life? You know, that's pretty much what I was thinking in about the year 2008. It was at a youth fest, and I remember that I didn't know anything about the Seventh-day Adventist Church. I didn't really know anything about Christianity, for that matter. But I knew I had a curious interest in what the church was trying to say. I learned different kinds of Bible truths, and I wanted to explore more. And then the call came to join Abundant Life. And obviously, I didn't know what was Abundant Life, but I was curious, and I thought, why not? And it was during Abundant Life that I discovered that it wasn't just a question of why not Abundant Life. It was actually God calling me to Abundant Life. I didn't know it at that time, but it was just amazing to me how God led my path in such a way that I would go to Abundant Life, and that is where my life would start to take a turn where I thought never in my life I would ever go. So before Abundant Life, I was this shy, emo child. And I turned into, thanks to the Lord, and I was able to stand in front of groups of people and tell them about how amazing and loving the God of the universe is. I was able to stand in front of camp meetings, high schools, all sorts of scenarios came my way that I never thought I would actually find myself in. For instance, leadership. Never that I thought I would ever be in a leadership position, and working with team. I had my own team, and being the only child and pretty much getting used to my own company, now I have to live with different kind of people, and I learned the value of friendship, the value of teamwork, and it was an Abundant Life that I learned the truths about the Bible. And there's such a broad spectrum that I never really thought of until I came to Abundant Life, because the training that we had was intense, deep Bible study. And till this day, I'm still in awe of the things that I discovered. And I'm still learning. Even now, 11 years after Abundant Life, I'm still learning. I'm still growing. But it was tough. I'm not going to say it wasn't easy all the time. No. I mean, if you answer God's call, you have to want to do it. All right? You have to be willing, and you have to want to do it. All right? And at that stage, I was open to God's call. God knew at that time in my life, that's when I would hear Him more clearly, when He called me to Abundant Life. I was just a nobody at Youth Fest, and I turned into somebody. I didn't know how to do anything, but because I was willing, God made me able. I'm at that stage where I want to explore as much as I can the skills that God has given me and use it most effectively. And through Abundant Life, I was taught how to use that skills. And my life has completely changed. And God has led me to that road where I needed to go to Abundant Life. I needed to go through trials and suffering, and I needed to experience the joy of family, church, and I needed that in my life. And because of that, because of all the things I've been exposed to in Abundant Life, I am the person who I am now. And I thank God for giving us the ministry of Abundant Life. I mean, it was all God. He started Abundant Life. He used children of His to start Abundant Life and to grow it. And countless times people come in and come out. And there's always a story to tell. You will always find lives changed in Abundant Life. And I think in the spectrum of the God of the universe that created everything and everyone, that God is calling me. When that God is calling me, it is an honor and a privilege to say, yes, Lord, here I am, send me. You don't have to be able to do anything. All you have to give God is your willingness, and then He will equip you and make you able. And at the end of the day, we get the biggest blessing out of it. And because of that, it kind of fuels you to want to serve God more, want to explore more of what you are capable, what I am capable of doing. All right. Because if God can enable me with all the skills that I have now, what more can He do for you? All you have to do is be willing. Be willing. And if God calls you to Abundant Life, are you going to be willing to say yes? Because if you do, I promise you, there will be life-changing events in your life. All right. It will be tough. But there'll always be the biggest blessings. You'll see miracles happen right in front of you. And you'll clearly see the great controversy at play. It's a reality. We can't escape it. But the question is, amidst this great controversy we live in, will you still serve?